Hey guys, this is John, host of Mgtow is Freedom. Welcome back to the channel. Give it a thumbs up. Give all Mgtow videos a thumbs up. All channels, all the time. Right? Help fight YouTube and their bullshit. Months ago I detected them playing games and it's just getting worse. So we need to keep doing what we do, putting out videos, reaching and talking to other men. Helping other men realize they're not alone. That there's information out there to help them. That they need to understand the way it is so that they don't become victims in this game of women treating men like disposable commodities. You know, I hear women complain all the time. I was used, they say. That's an old complaint that women have. Oh, he used me. That's all he did was use me. For what? Seriously, guys, what are you using the woman for? Some arm candy to show off to the guys, some decent sex. That's about it. That's all they're good for. Really, that's all they're good for. They aren't good companions anymore. You have to do what they say. You have to do what they want. You have to give them everything they demand just to be rejected and treated like shit, you know. But they're using us like a disposable commodity. Why? Why? It's because they know that they are disposable. I've claimed for a long time that today's woman, the modern feminist whore, they want to be men so bad they can't stand themselves. And I'd love to talk about that some more later. But right now I want to talk about men being disposable. Right? They look at us as an asset. Right? They want to know as much about you as they can right off the bat. They want to know what kind of car you drive or cars. They want to know if your house is paid for, if you own a house, what your job is, your income, everything. Right? That's what they want to know. And I also asked the question, in the last video I think I did, I asked the question, why are they in such a big hurry? Right? There's no more taking your time and having a 2-month relationship or a 6-month relationship. Right? They don't want that anymore. They want to know right away if they can control you, right away if they can get to you. It's because they are the disposable commodity. They become worth less and less. You know, one way to discuss it is their sexual market value. That's how they rate themselves on what they can get. You know, it's ridiculous how they treat us to the worst type of behavior. They do the very thing they accuse us of doing. It's just absolutely horrible. I wear this shirt. I have several shirts by this company. It's called Old Guys Rule. I think they're down out of SoCal. And I bought one of these shirts and it pissed off my ex-wife. Right? She's like, "You're not old." I go, "Well, you treat me like I'm old." You know. Anyways, Old Guys Rule. You know, what does that mean? Well, for me, all it is just a shirt. But it's a way to fuck with people. Like, what do you mean? I have women, they either like the shirt and then they want to know more about me, and of course I push them off, you know, back off. Right? Old guys rule. That's all you need to know. It should say all men rule, but I wear the old guys rule. They want to know. All of a sudden, they're intrigued by it. You know, they start making offerings of themselves, trading information to get more out of you. But really, this is about the disposability of men. To them, they know that they have a very short life as far as their desirability. Right? You'll never see a woman wearing a shirt that said "Old Women Rule." You won't see it. They're going to hit the wall. They're going to start getting fat asses. Right? They're going to start feeling less than attractive while the TV lies to them and tells them they're attractive. But they know the truth. Somewhere in their little minds, they know there's a time limit, that they're a depreciating asset, and that they are disposable. So in true manipulative form, they try and convince men that we're disposable, that we're the ones that have to beg for them. You know, so how do we get through this? How do you deal with it? Right? Mgtow is the way to go. Men going their own way. Whatever way you decide. If it benefits you, it's your way. But women need that feeling, right? Like they're in charge. They need to get as much control, as much money, right? As much satisfaction, as much of your assets and your time as they can, because their time is limited. At age 47, right? I still make as much money as I ever did. Economy willing. But women, they make less and less and less and less. Physically, they break down. From not just talking about saggy tits and fat asses and big bellies. I'm talking about their ability to make money, their intelligence. It seems to go down. They are truly the ones who are disposable. The war cry I hear from married women, that I hear from women who have hit the wall, is that men just want younger women. It outrages them. It pisses them off. It makes them mad, right? That they are worth less, while I am worth more or the same, right? Men can continue to advance their intelligence, advance and enhance your ability to make a good income, right? We learn from mistakes, and we improve ourselves. We need to stop thinking as men that we're disposable, and this is our last chance with this girl. As a man, whether I'm wearing this shirt or not, women know that older men are worth more money. And so younger women chase older men. Now, it's pretty obvious to me what they're after. They're after money, right? And they know they've got a time limit. They've got a time limit. So men, they try and convince us, hey, you're disposable. Yeah, it's up to you to impress them, right? As if they have all the assets. The only thing they really have is a vagina. That's it. They're born with it, right? And that's their one chance to hook a man and get him to take care of her. In the old days, 100 years ago, 200 years ago, women had absolutely no chance in life unless they attached themselves to a man. They were doomed to being a housekeeper or a prostitute, right? They were such a bad, let's just say, long-term investment. Women are expensive to keep, that men would pay other men to marry their daughters. They'd give a dowry. That's right. If men wanted to get rid of their daughters, they'd say, hey, here's today's equivalent. Here's $50,000, right? Take my daughter off my hands, please. That's a fact. It's a part of reality that men used to understand, and so did women. That they're the depreciating asset, that they have very little real value. Anyone can clean a house. Anyone can learn to cook, really. Anyone can learn to cook. And women are born with vaginas, the one thing that makes them desirable by other men. But they've completely reversed things. They think that they rule. They don't. They think that you're disposable as a man. They are the ones who are disposable, not you. When men realize their value, when they realize they're the ones that make a difference, that they're the ones who build, that they're the ones that create, we're the ones with the real intelligence. They want to be like us so bad, but they do have that time limit. Time limit. So what do we do with that information? There's a couple people that constantly ask on here, John, why don't you give us some practical information? And I give a lot of information talking about, how fucked up women are. Don't be tricked by them, this and that and the other. I want men to understand, Mgtow men, if you don't already, that that's how women see you. They actually believe, or they tell you, or they treat you in such a way as to convince you that they are in charge, that they are the ones with value, and that you're disposable, and you only have a finite or a short time in which to give them everything they want. I think the new trick is to get a man to get through the first one and get half of his shit locked up and then move on before they hit that wall. And it destroys men's lives. It does. Destroys men's lives. You know. So the practical thing is you need to live for yourself the way you want. Women, they push you. They want a big house, a nice car. They want to impress everybody. Because what they're trying to do is increase, as their sexual value drops, they want to increase their, let's call it a shelf value. You know, when men look at them, say women lined up, they want to appear to be as desirable as possible so that they can get more and more men as they get older. But what they're going to find is that they're the depreciating asset, that fewer men want them. And if they want them, it's for more shallow, more